What is going on, y'all? Happy Christmas. Hopefully y'all had a good day today with your families. We're going to play a little bit of a expert here on my my secondary expert account. And it's practically the first time I really played the course in expert, so it should be interesting. See, we got some names in the chat. Awesome for you to join me all on Christmas Day. Miss Karen Hay, how's it going? Alan Rayner. What's going on, Aaron? David Olson, Terry, Henry. Let's see. Tater Tot, what's up, man? Aaron Stuckey, how's it going? Craig Moody. Santos, what's up, man? Like I said, Merry Christmas to you all. Hopefully you and your families have had a great day. We didn't have any snow here. Hopefully y'all had snow where you live. So, I mean, to me, snow is like part of the Christmas holiday. But in Mississippi, we do not see snow very much. So, all right. So we'll go ahead. We're gonna get ready to get started here, and we will be playing the expert. Hopefully, the stream is okay. And having some lag issues, it seems like. And also, this pinched nerve in my back came back the other day. So we're going to first start some things off with. No, we can't have just orange juice. We're gonna have to add a little bit of something to that orange juice. People in my house like a mimosa. I like the beer mosa personally. If I'm gonna have a drink, if we're gonna do a festive drink, we're gonna do a beer mosa, and that's how we do it here for me. So, cheers to you all, and let's go ahead and get started. Hole number one. And hole number one in the expert, you got to go for the green. That's what you got to do. Got to go for the green. Leighton Booth, how's it going? Thank you very much from the UK. Awesome. Sean Tater Tot with the $5 says Merry Christmas to you and your family. Appreciate it very much, sir. Booms for Mr. Tater Tot in the house. All right. So hole number one, I will be using the Apocalypse and Titan Ball. We get later in the week, I may dig into my Power 4 balls and use a Power 4 ball for this shot just to make it a little bit easier, maybe a little bit less overpower on the shot. So that's that would be the reason to move to a higher power ball, to give yourself a little bit easier of a shot. What's up, Daniel McStoots? How's it going? SM, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go. Let's get started. And as I said, this is expert. Expert. Fun and James with the $20 donation. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate it, my friend. Hopefully you and your family are having a great Christmas. And knowing you, you probably spoiled the hell out of them. All that extra work you've been doing the past 2 or 3 weeks. So thank you very much, James. Y'all give James some love in the chat. There's some booms for James. And let's go. Let's get started. And you might see me moving around a little bit. Like I said, the nerve in my back has been acting up again here the last couple days. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Selecting expert. $1 million. What's up, Jesse? Appreciate it very much, sir. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Matthew Alton, how's it going, dude? Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Unable to connect. Let's try that again. Unable to connect with the server. Check your internet connection and try again. Let's try, I guess, to turn off my internet and turn it back on my iPad, on my tablet. See if that works. Because I know we've got connection, because we're on, we're streaming, so I know it's working. Let me turn this volume down a little bit on my computer. So it's not quite as loud, picks up into the microphone. Alright, let's try this again. Going into the game. Rado, what's up, man? Merry Christmas, sir. Appreciate it. Anybody get the apocalypse for Christmas? Terry asks. That'd be a pretty nice Christmas present. Alright, so it looks like we have connection now. David Olson said he got the apocalypse for Christmas. Alright, here we go. Golf Clash DZ, what's up, dude? Appreciate the good lucks. Appreciate it. This is a tournament where you need some good luck. You got to hit a bunch of shots off the tee and hit them well. Hit them well. So we'll play this first one at 10% for the downhill off the tee box. And we need to change out our profile. So got the APOC 4 here for this shot. And we're going to try with the Titan ball here in qualifier. Like I said, we may move up to a power. Oh, missed it. We should have gone a little more than 2 rings, it looked like. Oh well. Maybe we should try the short chip there, but I felt like the dunk may be a better chance for that shot. But I'm starting to think just put the top spin on and back it up as far as you can and let the ball roll. It's just kind of like an odd downhill shot right there. I would definitely prefer to be on the green or towards the front of the green, much better angle to the hole. And I'll show you my drive here in a second to show you how I got to that spot. The cheap package and the $30 package, nice. Yeah, David, a couple days ago it started acting up on me again. and it's a little bit, it feels worse this time than it did last time. So the last few days I've been doing a lot of laying on the bed on the flat surface, which is basically the only way to make the pain go away. I've got a TENS unit on it right now, and it works a little bit, but it doesn't completely take the pain away. I've definitely been whining a little bit this one, a little bit more than on the last one. -10 rookie, -12 expert rookie. Oh wow, very nice. Good job. Boomer. What's up, Boomer? How's it going, buddy? Thank you very much, Aaron, for the donation. Appreciate it, buddy. I just seen that cross my screen. It must have happened during the time when my screen was out. Alright, so I'm just going to show you the drive for that first hole. That's what I was going to do. Alright, so here's the drive for that first hole. Went to 2 top spin, full right spin, and a pretty good amount of right curl on the shot. Now I think with a power 4 ball I'll have a lot better of an opportunity to really control where that ball goes. And keep that ball maybe on the green or at least towards the front part of the green. But this was the shot right here. It's just a tough chip from that left side with that slope right there. So you all definitely keep that in mind. Try to get your shot more towards the front of the green or even on the green if you can help it. Alright, so hole number 2, we're going to play this one with the quarterback and Kingmaker ball. And we're going to play this one with 15% for the downhill slope. And we'll be playing the shot at min distance. What's going on? I'm Ryan. How's it going? -12 in rookie. That's very solid. Rookie is the toughest division as far as scores go, I believe. You'll see some pretty good scores in pro and expert most likely, and I'm not sure about masters, but I would assume probably so in masters as well. Mike Mandela, how's it going, man? It's going great. We had a great Christmas. Kids got a lot of stuff, and the house is a mess with all the toys. So you know it's a good Christmas when the house is a mess with all the toys scattered everywhere. But the main thing, they didn't get a lot of toys. They got a few toys, but the main thing they got was a bunk bed, their first bunk bed, which my wife and I put together on Friday night or Sunday night, and I think that's part of what happened with my neck, because it was shortly after that where it started kind of tensing up again. So all the up and down and bending over, but it's all good. It's just a little pain. We'll get over it eventually. Alright, so for this shot right here, I'm going to go with 4 backspin and 1 left spin. And then we will adjust for our wind at min distance. So that will give us an 8.4 adjustment for our wind. So 6, 7, 8.4. That's pretty close. And hit great to the left, so we should be close, but we'll probably be left of the hole still. Or not. It's a little bit right of the hole. Pretty good shot still. I think that's definitely a shot that can be dialed in. You'll see some people play that shot with a sniper. If you want to play it with a sniper, though, you'll have to play that shot much farther up the fairway, back towards the tee box. And I wouldn't use, backspin in that case. I would probably use a couple bars of topspin. And you should get a pretty decent ball guide line towards the hole. And that's definitely a shot that I will try on probably my main account. I'll probably try the sniper shot on my main account and then decide which way I want to play it from there. Alright, get our birdie there. Don't stand on a Lego. Well, for me, it would be a train pieces. My youngest is obsessed with trains, so he's got train pieces and little small train cars scattered all throughout the house. So for me, it would be avoiding stepping on a train. Joe Cook with the $5 donations. He said, "Merry Christmas, 19th family." Appreciate it very much, Joe. Some booms for Joe. Y'all give booms for Joe in the chat, please, as well. Thank you very much, Joe. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well, sir. So do y'all like this background a little bit better than my castle prison background that y'all said I had last time? Felt this was a little more festive. Alright, let's see. We're going to play this shot over here. We're still going to stay with the 15%. And we're at min here. So 5 rings is going to be our adjustment. I've never taken this shot before with the Guardian, so we're just kind of eyeballing this one. Yeah, a little bit to the left. But I don't believe the winds are such that we play that shot to the right side at all on this hole. I think all of these holes are more or less playing from the left side because they give us more left to right winds this time. James says all he's stepping on is Xbox gift cards. Yeah, I guess it gets a little easier once you start getting older children. They don't want the gifts, they just want the ching ching. Yeah, I think it's more expensive. Alright. So moving on to our next hole. Alan Rayner likes the background. Thanks, Alan. Karen said it's much better. Y'all didn't like the castle prison brick scene from last time? Alright, we'll delete that one out of the computer. We won't bring that one back. Similar backgrounds to the tournament holes. That would be pretty cool. If Playdemic would release some like cool high quality background images, that would be neat. That would be an awesome thing for them to do. Maybe I should send them a message to see what they say about that. He should have played Die Hard on the green screen for the Xmas spirit. What's up, Chef? What's up, Tim? How's it going, guys? That's pretty funny. Golf Clash Ian, what's going on, dude? Alright, hole 3. Now you can play this hole several different ways. You can play this one with like a quarterback, probably a rock. I'm gonna stay with my Apocalypse and my Hammerhead. The reason why I'm gonna stay with my Hammerhead is because it's 5, and my sniper is only 8 here. So I lose some yardage, which I do want for that second shot. So we do lose a little bit of ball guide, but I think it's a good trade-off. I think it's a good trade-off, and we'll just stick with the Kingmaker ball here. -7 through 4, very nice, Ian. Awesome. Are you streaming? Thank you, Chef. Merry Christmas to you, sir, as well. Do you get off? Is the restaurant closed today? So do you get off? Or is this just an off day for you? All right, so we're gonna play. We're gonna play a 20% on this drive just to be a little bit extra safe, because we are playing this shot off the close to the edge of the cliff. So we're gonna put an extra 10% on just to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. Neo almost qualified in Masters with a -2. Well, that tells you what a lot of people were doing on Monday. Practicing. Because I don't know, are the Masters wins that difficult this time? I don't know, maybe they are. I haven't really watched a lot of streams. Yesterday I played my rookie like really late in the day and got a playthrough done, but other than that I kind of skipped through an expert round with 30 minutes to go last night. But I really haven't done much viewing, stream viewing, or playing the last few days. So, oh, Chef, you off for 2 weeks, dude? You got it made. How did you pull that off, man? I bet you got the refrigerator stocked, ready for those 2 weeks. Want to say something? All right. Well, you got to get up here. Say it. Look up there at the camera.
Can't see.
Right there. Just talk to the camera right there.
Merry Christmas.
That was my oldest son, Liam. Some of y'all may recognize his face. That right there is what we don't want to do on our shots. All right, so let's see, 8.6. We're gonna play our shot right here with the orange ring. Okay. And 6. All right. Get it perfect. Should be okay right here. Oh yeah. And that's pretty much what you want to do here for this hole. As you saw, I did play a plus 20%. It gives myself a little bit more wiggle room, I believe, on the shot. And you gotta put the curl, you gotta use the curve for that shot if you want to play it to the right side. Now, you can also play it straight down that middle island, I believe, and give yourself a decent second shot. But that's a very deceiving island. Both it's kind of in the shape of like a circle, like a semicircle. So both sides will flow your ball off to the rough. So you got to be very careful when you're making that shot off the tee box. Otherwise, you would end up in the rough. 7.7. So we got a pretty good amount of wind coming here. So we want to go about half over power, and I'm just going to put some left spin and 2 bars of top spin on this shot. See what this one does. Uh-oh. Need a little more over power. We should write that down. Or possibly just jump off that island. Okay. So either consider jumping off the island, taking a bigger club with you, like the Cataclysm or the Big Dog, or be willing to fully overpower that shot with a sniper or whatever you have. But those will basically be the choices that you have to make, it looks like. So, good learning lesson. Good thing to know. What's up, New York Ranger? How's it going? Brian Robinson, how's it going, dude? Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Ranger. Alright, let's see. We got Endbringer at max distance. Just what I wanted. Let's see. Do we? Yeah. Endbringer at max distance. Joy to the world. This is a very odd shot right here because it's kind of in between all of the club. There's really just no way to know what to do here. Maybe should have tried the dunk. I don't know. But that's definitely a shot that you don't want to have to make with that club. Right there at max. James says, I hope everyone enjoyed the pack of Santa balls I bought you. Check your gifts. That's pretty funny. Alan said he wants a refund. Whew. Alright, let's see what we can do here with this hole. Got the hammerhead. Play at 15%. Hopefully we can use the Goliath, because I really don't want to use the hammerhead here on this hole. What kind of music is that? Is that rap Christmas carols? Boomer, it's NCS Christmas music, so I'm not really sure. I don't have it loud enough on my end to be able to hear it. So I'm not sure what you're hearing. I just know it's NCS Christmas music. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's definitely a hammerhead shot. That's about the only option we have here. Let's see. I guess we can play it, try to play it over here. Let's try to play it over here with some curl. Do not try this at home, folks. Do not try this at home. Definitely not a club that you want to be stuck with on that hole with that kind of a wind. Alright, so got the birdie on 3. We really should have got the eagle. That's what we need to get. We'll get it on the opening round here. Alright, hole 4. We are going to be playing hole 4 with the sniper and Kingmaker. You could also play hole 4 with the Guardian. It comes down to personal preference, honestly. Which one you enjoy more, which one you feel more comfortable with. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what kind of ball they release for the weekend, Alan, because I hate to say I told y'all so, but the reindeer ball was a reskinned Kingmaker. And if you all go back and watch some of my prior streams, that was the guess that I made. And I hate that I'm right on that one. Because that's, I don't know. I just don't like how they skin up a Kingmaker and then they want to make you buy a package with it included. And they give you more of the Kingmakers than the actual ball that you want. I just think they kind of have that backwards. I think they could sell a lot more packages if they would do it the other way. 7.5. We're going to go max right and 4 down. And I like the edge. I think I like my my second bounce to be right there on the edge. And we'll play this one at pretty much mid. So 7.7-ish, somewhere in there. That looks pretty close. Let's see how this one does. Let's see, we get that bounce. Oh, not too bad of a shot right there. It looks like the speed looks good. I really like the adjustments as far as the 4 down and max right and the mid. I do believe that, I guess with that left to right wind, we're going to need to offset that that ball line a little bit to the left of the hole. So next time I will try that with a 1 square offset to the left for that shot. But overall, not a bad starting point for that hole. Definitely a hole where there's a possibility for an ace. OP needle speed is higher than a Kingmaker? Well, that's pure ugliness. Didn't realize that, Carlos. What's up, dude? Daryl, what's up, buddy? Daryl says he caught Santa Claus last night playing Golf Clash at his son-in-law's house. He was keeping up with the 19 holes somewhere naughty. Most likely, Daryl. We'll have to check the ban logs for those specific names. That's pretty funny. Alan says sometimes they bring a new deal out for the weekend. I believe they will be doing that, Daryl. I mean, Alan. I definitely believe that is a possibility. No doubt. Bubba Davis, what's up, dude? Thank you very much for the good luck. Appreciate it. Alright, so... we're not going to have the distance to... We're going to have to take our shot from like way up here. In order to actually aim this. We're going to play this at 8. A little bit over 8. We maybe should have gone with a little bit more topspin on that shot. But this is definitely a good way to kind of start with something to know. Yeah, it looks like one more topspin would have been better for that shot. We may have actually been able to catch that that ridge on the right-hand side of that green and possibly get the ace. There is a fine line shot right there on that right ridge that if you can hit it just perfectly, it's almost like a guided ace, you know. Even a shot that looks like it's rolling real slow will just roll through it and into the hole. Thank you, Bubba. Merry Christmas to you, sir. So we're continuing on our string of birdies here, it looks like. Hopefully we can change that on this next hole. Par 5. And I'm going to be playing this one with the Apocalypse and Kingmaker. And, man, I really need to get that sniper upgraded to level 9. I think we can, I'm going to have to go do some grinding and push to upgrade that by the opening round. It's definitely a club upgrade that I'd need, honestly. So, for safety's sake, I'm going to thinking about putting in a different club. We're going to go and put the Guardian in for this second shot, just for safety's sake here, because we do need to make sure that we get ourselves the Eagle here. And I think I saw, I need to go open up a chest here. If I saw that correctly, yeah. Alright, let's open up a chest to see what we get. Big dog quarterback. Let's open up one more. Backbone, big dog, Saturn. Okay, well, all clubs I needed, so that was nice. Looks like I'm playing Golf Clash in the outhouse. I've been in a few outhouses in my days, James. And I don't know. Last I checked, the outhouses have 4 plastic walls around you. Unless you're talking like real old school outhouses. In which case, I have been in a few of those, but the wood was never painted. That's funny. Knuckles, what's up, dude? Yeah, a cold outhouse. I had a Christmas shirt to wear, and it was a green shirt, unfortunately. So when I put it on, I like disappeared. But it was a saying from a great Christmas oldie. You'll shoot your eye out. And if anybody in this chat has no idea what I'm talking about, then y'all do not watch any TV. Alright, so for this shot here, this is kind of a dangerous shot off the tee box because you want to definitely be careful on your shot. So I want to land about right there. So I'm about 2 rings. So I'm actually going to adjust this 4.1. Actually, well, we'll go about 5.5. And we're going to go left curl. We hit great left, but that should still be okay. Uh-oh, nope. Great left is not okay. So forget the eagle on this hole too. We may not qualify. To wait and see. We're definitely going to check the standings and see what qualification's looking like. Because if we are going to be right there on the cut line, we may throw this round in. To wait and see. Daryl said they had an outhouse when he was a kid. And you had to watch for the Black Widows. Ooh. Yeah, definitely definitely something you don't want to get involved in right there, the Black Widows. Yes, spiders and snakes in the outhouse. Definitely 2 things you got to look out for. Never shoot your BB gun at a metal target. Yeah, no doubt. Santos said he's going to live stream tonight, so if y'all are looking for something to do tonight, definitely check out Santos. Uh-oh, you've been having issues with your signal, Santos? Yeah, I would guess RJ would be streaming tonight as well. Because he didn't stream yesterday, I don't think. Alright, let's see if we can sync this here. Goliath. 8-7, okay. We're going to go actually a little bit uphill on this shot. We're going to do 10% uphill because this is definitely uphill. Alright. So we'll go about 4 rings here. Great right. And missed great right, but I think we would have been short even with a perfect. Looked like it would have been just short of the hole. So let's we'll tap in our birdie here, and then we're going to go kind of look at the cut line, see if see what it's kind of looking like. Because I know we can definitely do better than this. Y'all know we can do better than this. And it just may end up that I go ahead and play my main tonight at some point, and then play this one tomorrow again tomorrow evening. Annabelle, what's going on? I don't think I said hey to you. What's up tonight or today? Tonight for some people. How's it going? So this is hole number, this is hole number 5. So we have plenty of time to throw the round if we need to. Honey Badger, what's up, man? I think you've been in the chat for a while, but I don't think I said hey. What's up? So we actually have the Guardian in this time. Max level Guardian, okay. And 7.2. Perfect hit. Let's see what this one does. It should come in behind the hole. That's about what I expected. Annabelle, it's not doing too good, to be honest. I don't know if y'all can tell. Yeah, the pain location has moved down a little bit from where it was the previous week. Like for a few days, it was feeling pretty good. The pain had pretty much gone away. And then it came back and it moved down a little bit, and this time it's actually like hurting more in my arm, like from this area of my arm down to my hand. So I'm gonna set up an appointment with a massage therapist probably this week once I get back to work, and see if she can do anything to help make it feel better. But yeah, thank you for asking. It's definitely bothering me just a little bit. Alright, Santos, take care, dude. What's up, T-Bone? T-Bone in the house. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, it's kind of hard to tell in this bracket because it's so kind of new still. Alright, we'll go ahead and play hole 6. Maybe we'll just try out some shots here. Alright, so hole 6, we're going to try out a shot, jumping it to the 3rd fairway, and see if we can kind of gather some intel here. We do have an APOC 4, so we don't quite have the same stats as the 5. But I'm thinking that this shot, I'm going to throw in, we'll throw in a royal ball. I guess we'll just use a berserker and see what it can do. And who knows, maybe we'll hit the green. Let's wait and see. Dr. Pimple Pop. Oh, I have seen that, Aaron, and that is a show that you flip by real quickly. Alright, let's see what we got here. 11.2. So we will hit the fairway right there. So let's try out this here. I have not tried out this shot. And it'll be interesting to see what it does here. Yeah. Didn't hit the fairway. Would have been nice to hit the fairway. I think it would have been far to the left. So we need to do a little bit of work on that shot, it looks like. But that's definitely a possible shot to play if you want to try to get to the hole on your drive. It looks like it needs left spin though. I'm not sure what I put on my ball. Did I put right spin or left spin? But it definitely looks like it needs left spin. And probably a lot more left curl than what I put on it. I've never tried acupuncture before. Never tried it. Doug Hurst, what's going on? Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, sir. Brandon, I had not. I have to go back through and look at it. Like I said, I hadn't done a whole lot in the last couple of days. I played the rookie playthrough yesterday afternoon. Other than that, though, I haven't really done a whole lot as far as Golf Clash goes. So this is me kind of feeling out the course and seeing what I got to work with here. So definitely gotten some good information through this round, and I figured I might as well just come online and stream it with y'all. What's up, Greg K? Greg K, you like this background a little bit more? Oh, not much longer. All right. So we are going to go ahead and throw this round, chalk it up to a lesson. Hopefully y'all have seen some things that you have realized that maybe you could do or not do. But yeah, this is going to be more of a learning lesson type of stream for me. We'll regroup and come back with we'll actually come back with a game plan. I was more kind of spitballing most of this stuff just to kind of check out the course. All right, hole 7 is a par 3, and we're gonna try a guardian shot on this one. Let's see if we can try a guardian on this one. And Kingmaker ball. Let's see, it should be an interesting hole. We'll play 10% downhill. Actually, no, let's go ahead and play 15% downhill. We'll keep it the same as the other par 3s. Well, good. I'm glad you like this background a little bit more, Greg. I figured everybody would. That's cool, Chef. How did your expert round go, buddy? Hopefully you had a good experience. Alan says hole 8 is a cool hole. I'm looking at it now. Oh yeah, that's that one where I'm gonna try to jump the shot from the right side over that bunker to the green. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting shots on this course. Now, in the rookie, you make that shot with the big topper, but in the expert, I'll be using my Apocalypse. That's a good shot right there from my opponent. Minus 12. Nice, Chef. Nice work. All right, so let's see. We're definitely not going to use Berserker Ball. 7.1. So I don't know. I guess we're going to be using, I'm not going to be using the, we're going to be using this. Okay. We'll go 2.5 backspin. Something like that. All right, and max, so 4.5. Great to the right. Yeah, we're going to be right of the hole. Okay. So I was expecting to use a Guardian on that shot, but we were still within Goliath range. Because of the angle of the wind, we were able to use the Goliath. So I was not expecting to use a Goliath there. But I kind of honestly like the Goliath play a little bit more. And I think we could definitely have a chance of an ace there with the Goliath. So -3, just below the cut line now. All right, hole 8. This is the one that that Alan was talking about. Not sure if this is a hole that requires a better ball than either the Kingmaker or the Titan ball. Alright, well we're going to try, we're going to put the Kingmaker in, but I'm thinking that we want the wind. Well, we'll start with the Kingmaker ball and we'll see what it looks like. But I'm thinking we might actually want the wind to stay higher for this shot. 10% downhill and Apocalypse. We can use full topspin and left spin on this shot, if I'm not mistaken. We'll try this. We'll go with the Kingmaker. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is if you want to use right curl to kind of like straighten out this shot. New Year's resolutions to stop smoking. You lasted 9 hours last year. That was a Goliath. That was a Goliath 7. Miss Karen. Oh, you're asking, should you use a Goliath 6 or a Backbone 9? Okay. Let's take this shot and then I'll answer that. Alright, so we want to land it right about there. 5.5 is our adjustment here. We did hit it perfect, so we'll see is what our adjustment is, either good or bad. Looks pretty good. Looks like too much topspin though. Okay. So, really good results there. What I take from that is I can take off some of my topspin though. We don't need to go with quite as much topspin. because we did land a pretty good distance over top of that bunker. So we don't quite need that speed off the bounce. So good to know. That shot right there would still be pretty chippable, I would think. So good data right there, as I would say. That's a good data shot. Thank you, Alan. We're just going to try to go to a shootout here. And hopefully we'll get a little practice on a par 3 with a wind that is kind of realistic to what we'll see in the tournament. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Whenever you have like new holes, I like to really try to go to shootouts in tour play if you can afford it. You know, if you can't afford it, that's different. But if you can afford it, especially when you're first starting to play these new holes, it's definitely better to try to go to the shootout to get that extra chance at a par 3. Now, you know, if you hit a really nice chip in from like 100 yards away, then I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But if you're close to the green and you feel like you have a reasonable chance to go to a shootout, then I would suggest doing it unless you are strapped for cash. Let's see what we got here. Guardian again, okay. Let's see, what kind of Guardian shot do up here? I don't think it's got enough backspin. I don't think I got enough backspin here. Although we can use that ridge, possibly. Let's just try something here. We're at max right there. Okay, we're going to use that ridge. 6.4. And let's see if we can use that backspin and that back ridge of the green. Nope. Was not wanting to actually bounce up onto that. Oh, well, pretty good shot right there, actually. That's actually going to make me start wondering about this hole. That's definitely a really good possibility for that shot on this hole, is use a max backspin Guardian straight to the green. I really wish that second bounce hadn't hit up on the fringe. I was hoping to maintain control of the green through that whole shot, but definitely had really nice speed and got pretty close to that hole. So definitely something to think about if you're playing this hole and unsure what you want to do. Minus 14, that's not a bad score, Ian. In the rookie, that's a good score. We got one more hole left, and that's hole 9. And hole 9 is not a whole lot to what you're going to do on this hole. You're going to hit it down that left side. And that's what you're going to do. Hit it down that left side. I'm going to just keep Kingmaker ball in. And I am going to put in the... see, that second shot on this hole is uphill to the green. So I'm going to put in my sniper and see if this sniper is sufficient. That way I'll know whether or not I need to go with the sniper, or I might need to switch to my hammerhead for next time. Aaron says he lost his tournament holes. Well, I guess you have to go print out a new set. Minus 14 is a good score. Definitely a good score. All you got to do with that minus 14 is try to get one of those par 3s to drop. So 6 rings. And that one should be pretty good up there. Oh man. Glad this is practice. Jakarta may not be though. I figured that wind would carry that ball a little bit farther to the right. It didn't. So that's just another thing that you kind of visually, mentally remember for the hole is it doesn't quite carry the full amount. And what we'll do is we'll just chip this out to about the area that we would have been in so that we can still take our second shot from about, the roundabout position. Which should be about right in here, I would think. I think it's about the average spot that I was getting on practice. Alright, Aaron, cool. Oh, very nice, Ian. Yeah, man, you're set then. All you gotta do is get those extra drops, and you'll be sitting gold. Would that will this be your first gold medal, Ian? If you get it, if you're able to get it. All right, so we got the sniper in. And this is kind of an uphill shot, so we're going to put 10% uphill for the shot. No, never mind. Not uphill. If anything, it's downhill. I'm going to go with 2 topspin. We're going to go with 2 topspin. And we'll go with a 9 adjustment. See what this one does. Alright, so we can go a little more topspin on that shot for sure with the sniper. Now, all of these shots that you're seeing me take with the sniper from long range, you can go with a higher club and be a little bit more safe, in my opinion. The only thing the sniper offers is the accuracy and the ball guide. With like a club like the Guardian or even the Big Dog, you can get pretty close up to that hole and use backspin instead of topspin probably. Alright, y'all, so we are currently in qualification zone, but I'm hoping that we'll drop out. I only need one of these people to pass me up. And it's not going to be him. It could be some of these guys down here. But we'll see. We may end up qualifying with a -5 before it's all said and done. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, y'all. Well, that's going to do it today. I appreciate those of you that joined me and those of you that donated. We had Tater Tot, Fun and James, Aaron, and Joe Cook with the donations. Appreciate it, guys. And to the rest of y'all, 77 in total. Thank you for hanging out with me on Christmas Day. And hopefully y'all have a nice night. And hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you all tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow. Quite possibly pro and expert rounds. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay? Alright, y'all. Take care. God bless.